Said you were watching Tarantino movies. Have you seen the new Tarantino movie, Hateful Eight?
I have.
Tell me about it.
That is the hard part, because I don't really. Well, I can. I'm actually just gonna not dive into the story because I think it's kind of one of those. It's kind of mystery oriented. This movie, so I just don't really want to talk too much for those that hadn't seen it because it's kind of the best to see it when you're fresh. Did the rapture just occur or something? A cure.
Rick dies at the end. That's what happens.
Yeah, and then Superman raped
As it is
Rick.
has returned.
Anyway, Sean, what I was saying, Superman raped Rick. It was crazy.
What?
Crazy.
Wait a minute. What? I had to go close the door because the kids were opening it again. So,
No, I was just basically saying it's good. I just didn't want to talk too much about the story because I think if those that hadn't seen it are anyways remotely interested, that you should arrive.
They should be watching a different podcast.
Well, yeah. Well, here's what I
If you're good at
propose.
this podcast, it's better.
All right, here's what I propose. Since I know that Donovan and Donnie have both, or Jesus Horse have both watched it, my first question is it worth the price of admission?
Yes, 100%. I heard some complaints about it with it was kind of slow, but I honestly disagree. I thought it was a perfect pacing, a perfect film. In fact, I'm kind of sad that it came out during the time of Star Wars because, while Star Wars being a good film, this one, in my opinion, surpassed it. And
That's actually a pretty good segue into our next topic.
No, it's not.
Actually, no.
You just said that this movie was better than Star Wars?
have you seen it?
And Hateful Eight?
What about you, Jesus Horse?
I wouldn't say that. I liked both of them actually. Really.
It's different. If
I like
different,
them.
if
It's different.
I'm not saying
it
that
feels different totally.
Now
Yeah,
look, I saw The Ridiculous Six starring Adam Sandler. Is it
Oh,
a
fuck off! Fuck off!
I'm fully willing to believe that Hateful Eight was better than Star Wars, but I think we're all familiar with my opinion on the new Star
Yeah.
Wars. So
Well, I mean, Star Wars was good, but it's like a different. I guess it's different classes, but you go into Star Wars, you're gonna have this kind of just a fun time watching it. While the Hateful Eight was more of a thoughtful, very well-rounded movie. You can tell there's a lot of good work going behind it. The way it was shot, it's more artistic. So,
I don't even know if it's a fair comparison just based on genre, but okay.
it's really
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
We'll
I'm
be
just saying that it's sad that the Hateful Eight came out during the Star Wars film because I think a lot more people should have gone and seen Hateful Eight, and it should have been one of the things that everyone's going to, but instead it was rushed over with the Star Wars excitement.
Plus, apparently, you can just go to some website and watch Hateful Eight for free.
Yeah, what's that website now? Let's go ahead and plug that.
No.
I don't know. I just heard that.
No.
Funny,
Tell me.
My
And we
my
got
next
banned.
my final question, because I assume when I was away to go close that door, you guys had already given your opinions fully on Hateful Eight.
No, I can say
No.
that I can
No.
say this. I didn't say this earlier. It's 3 hours long, and it kind of depends on the individual what you want out of a movie. He slows down, but it is very similar to the Italian Western movies, Good and Bad and the
Spaghetti
Ugly,
Western?
How the West Was Won. Yeah, I just don't like to use that term for some reason, but that's what it is. Spaghetti Westerns. He slows down, and I would say that it is a movie to see. I know the ticket price is ridiculous, though, but it's a movie to see on the screen because he did something really cool in that he is using lenses that haven't been used since the 60s to project magnified images on the screen that were kind of done around the time of Ben-Hur and old movies like that. So it's kind of a cool movie to see on the big screen.
Oh.
And he doesn't have one of those lame additional or watch it in 3Ds, which I'm
That's
starting
good.
to detest, but that's my opinion.
Yeah. My final question on Hateful Eight towards you guys is: how does it stack up to previous Tarantino films?
I can say, because I had a little fest, that it's not. I wouldn't say it's as good as some of like Kill Bill's kind of my favorite. I mean, that's just, to me, it was epic, and I don't know, but I love all of his movies. But, I would say that it's kind of in the same. To me, like Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill are at the top, and Glorious Bastards, Django, and The Hateful Eight are kind of the same to me.
You missed a few, like Jackie Brown, Reservoir Dogs.
Jackie Brown's my least. Reservoir Dogs is awesome. Yeah, that's up there. Definitely.
Well, see, that's what I kind of liked about it, though, is I went into it and without spoiling anything, the best definition for this film is it felt like a Reservoir Dogs set in a Western.
And that, yeah, Quentin himself said that. It is, and in one sense it definitely is, in one sense it isn't.
To talk of Hateful Eight. That is a pickle. For in its mystery lies the freshest of the best. Spoilers suck many donkey dicks. Burp. Scratch. High five.